I'm Ian Maurice. Welcome to the world of rugby league. And this week it was round 9 of the Winfield Cup. But our week began on the Wednesday night, a quarter-final of the Panasonic Cup between the Cronulla side and the Illawarra Steelers. A coolish night at the Parramatta Stadium, but thankfully no rain for this Cronulla-Illawarra Panasonic Cup clash. The ground, of course, is pretty heavy as Chris Ward prepares to control this game. As you can imagine, the amount of water that this ground has had to absorb over the last 8 weeks, it's held up remarkably well. Temperatures about 15, 16 degrees. First real taste of winter football tonight as time on, and we're underway for Illawarra and Cronulla. And there are a couple of new faces in both sides. Check them during the running. Alan Wilson just on the quarter line. And away goes Porter. It's back for Staines. Match. 35 metres out from the Sharks line. Sorensen played very strongly against Penrith on the weekend.
He's played strongly all season. He seems indestructible, this fella.
Back for Miller. Tony Smith and Wishart can't decide, and the ball's going to beat them both over the line. Good kick from Miller.
Yes, Gavin Miller really gave the opposition a bit of something to think about there. That was a beautiful kick. Very high trajectory. He got the perfect bounce, of course. Went end over end and made a great yardage there, a gain of about 45 metres.
So first scrum of the game on the Illawarra quarter. And they very nearly got one against the feed, but the referee wasn't happy with it. This time it's gone with the feed. And Ian Russell, who, as the English players Hampson and Gregory watch on, Hanson will play it just outside their quarter line. And again, we see this centre with the headgear, Brent Rodwell.
Well, he takes the ball at speed, regardless of whether the defence is coming up on him. He's really committed to going forward. He's a very talented footballer.
Walsh. It's back for Kissel. Here's Rodwell again, and he's in the clear. He's over the halfway mark again. He's got Moon inside, but the pass has gone over Moon's head. It's back for Kissel. Kissel's given it away to Hardy, who's done a juggling act and will score underneath the post. Very good try to the Illawarra Steelers, and it started again with that pass that went to Rodwell.
Yes, we've seen I've never seen this boy play before, this Rodwell, but he goes on the blind side here, hits this pass, and goes straight through the gap. Now there he goes. This is a nice run. He's wearing a headgear. Looks like a big, tall, lanky second row, but he's certainly quicker than your average second row, let me tell you. There he goes. Gets the pass away there to number 11, Dean Hanson. Hanson gets it onto Kissel. Kissel gets it back to Hardy, who juggled it, but then claimed the ball correctly and went over and scored a try. It was a very good move. See it again from the side or from the angle down, low down. That was the pass from Schifferliti onto this fella, Rodwell, who strode away beautifully up the sideline. A good long lobby pass back on the inside. And there it was. It was a little bit of a juggle at the end of it by Hardy. Had our hearts in our mouths. Probably Ron Hilditch did a bit of a double take on that one. But that's a real good one. And the goal has been kicked successfully. So the score now is Illawarra 6, Cronulla 0.
Wilson trudges back to the halfway after a great try by Illawarra. They continue to stretch the Sharks out wide. They've finally got their result. Very deep down from Wilson for Smith. Taking low down was Porter. Russell. Schifferliti. And he goes right through. He's got support on the inside if he can find him. The pass was nearly forward to Russell. He's going to link up with support.
Away they go. This is going to be a marvellous try. Keane gets it out to Rodwell. He started the last one. That's sensational stuff. Magic stuff from the Steelers. They've got the Sharks on the run.
Absolutely marvellous football here from the Steelers. You can't ask for anything more. Schifferliti's the boy that does the bunk. He goes, busts them in the forwards and goes straight through. Selectively times his pass back on the inside. I think that's Russell. Russell steps, props, sees that he hasn't got the pace to go on with it. He is basically a lock forward. Gets the pass away to Keane. Keane showed his clean pair of heels and gave it to Rodwell, our hero of the first try, who's in and scoring beautifully. Now, from ground level, we'll see it again. Schifferliti did the little double there, beat Sorensen, and I think Russell and Sorensen combined there in the way that they collided. Now, there was Schifferliti getting the pass away to Russell. Russell realised he didn't have the pace to go straight down the field, cut back towards the left, got a nice pass away there. Now, this is with Craig Keane at the moment. Keane went very, very quick and got the pass on to the man Rodwell, and Rodwell's in for a superb try, one I haven't seen better this year.
Magnificent performances from the Steelers. Two brilliant tries. A try that certainly deserves to be converted. Wishart right out on the touchline that you can see. Around he comes. It's coming. It's coming. I said it deserved to be converted. What a magnificent kick from touch. The Steelers are on their way. 12 points to 0.
And will the Pommies get a run tonight?
There's the score to believe it. Welcome back. The quarterfinal. The Steelers 12, the Sharks 0. Andy Gregory and Steve Hampson are absolutely stunned.
They're wondering why Illawarra are down the bottom of the table.
He says to Steve, I think we've joined the Premiers.
They play Manly on the weekend.
I'll leave it at that. There's the kickoff. Russell. Back for Smith. Billy, you talked about that defence out wide from Cronulla.
Illawarra finding holes all over the field, Graeme, but I'll just talk to Wayne Pearce about it. The problem appears to be, you see, there are movable parts in defence on a rugby league field, people that have to adjust, in particular the centres and the lock and 5'8", and Wayne, Cronulla don't seem to be making those adjustments at the right time.
Well, they're not going to make the adjustments just yet either, Billy. We'll come back to you. He's got support on the inside. Here comes Kissel. They're going to go all the way again. Oh, this is superb. Have a look at the supporters. How long's this been going on, says Hilditch, Hampson and Gregory. Another magnificent try.
Yeah, certainly unbelievable the way they're absolutely shattering the defence. Astonishing to see Morrissey bust the defence there so easily and lob a pass as he fell out there to Russell, who's involved in everything. Going up the side, gets the pass back inside to Trevor Kissel. Now, Kissel has never been noted in my mind for being a very quick half-back, but he doesn't have a great deal of trouble getting from the 30 metres out over the goal line. Now, this is the part that astonished me. He started the move, did Kissel. Now, this bloke, Morrissey, just flew through the edge of the ruck there, lobbed a very nice pass out as the defence came to him. The pass came back on the inside again to Kissel, and he sprints away. Now, that's about a 30-metre sprint, and there it took Coleman, who's a noted speedster, to come along and appear in the last frame. So, really, that was an astonishing try. Really great.
Alan Fitzgibbon trying to work out how's this all happened. I can tell you, Alan, 3 tries in 5 minutes. The 24th, the 26th and the 29th. And as far as 5 minutes are concerned, can Wishart add the extra 2? He does it on this occasion, but it tells the story of 16-0 and 16 points in 5 minutes.
Well, they must be on a high at the moment.
And again, they bring it back to a restart. This is getting to be a habit. Gee. Speechley and McGaw missing. Is that the difference? If it is, they should have their money doubled.
I think it's more to do with some of the other players taking it a bit easy, thinking they were going to get over the top of this Illawarra side very comfortably.
Wilson restarts. It's down for Russell. And again, Smith comes up with it. It's see what they can do this time. Rodwell. Russell again. To the quarter line. To Liddy. He's got a nice little step. And again, that's another good kick from Carberry. Finds touch just on the halfway mark. So Russell will get the scrum feed. They really need to score now, don't they, the Sharks do?
Yes, they've got to, really, to get back into this game. Got 8 minutes of this second quarter to go.
Oh dear, Burns has made a mess of it. So it's certainly not the Sharks' night. Yet another scrum goes down on the halfway mark, and Kissel works it, and it's been won against the feed. It's a good scrum win by Porter. Here's Burns. Look at those missed tackles, will you? Cronulla missed 15, the Steelers only 4. It certainly tells the story, doesn't it?
It certainly does. There's one tackle that wasn't missed.
And Russell blocking up there. Henninghausen getting it across to Staines.
Come on!
Coleman. Dear, oh dear. I said it wasn't their night.
When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, they're not. It's terrible, this blunder. We mustn't send the boy up. It can happen to anyone, but really his team desperately didn't need to make a mistake.
So Kissel gets another scrum feed. Here's Russell. He's caught just on the halfway mark. Illawarra's caught the disease.
Distemper.
So the Sharks come up with possession now. Can they turn something around for themselves? Porter. Sorensen is a dummy half. Here's Miller and Russell. The run around with Miller, sending Staines through. Here's Miller again, getting a good pass away to Wilson. Wilson's pass to Docking has gone astray.
Golden opportunity there for the Cronulla Sharks to get on the board. You can see the Wilson pass to Docking was his hands weren't quite ready for that. It came suddenly, as it had to. But Docking, who normally is a very good handler, couldn't really go with that one.
So here's Kissel again, coming away from the scrum base. He's on his own quarter line now. And there's Morrissey. Away goes Hardy. Quick hands from Rodwell out to Wishart. Still going. Goodness me. This Cronulla defence is non-existent out wide. Wishart now is just on the corner line, having trouble getting to his feet. Here's Hardy. Right on the corner line. The Steelers again putting more pressure on Cronulla. Dean Hanson will play it. This is the last tackle now for the Steelers. Hardy's kick has been trapped by Burns and brilliantly picked up, and Hardy's in to score. Can you believe that try? I saw it and I don't believe it.
The Svengali-like movement there. This is really, well, they're on a high at the moment. Absolutely incredible. The ball ricochets. It's taken there by number 6, Russell, who gets the flick pass back on the inside to a compatriot. And believe me, that's an astonishing try. Really, it took the reflexes of a cat to be able to do that. Russell's the man. The beautiful, quick flick pass. And I really don't understand how they're doing all this. They're on an enormous high at the moment. It had the misfortune to ricochet off David Burns, who's had a pretty ordinary game. Hardy's the ultimate scorer of the try. But that is an astonishing try. Now they've gone from the brilliant to the ridiculous.
Well, Hardy and Russell have just earned themselves a contract with the Harlem Globetrotters. They really have. Here's Wishart from right in front. And again, no problem. So the Steelers, would you believe it, go further in front. They have just marched on. It's now 22-0. Here's Bishop. Back to Porter. They're just going nowhere, Cronulla. Paula's lost the football, and he made a few metres forward and then lost it. And quickly, the Illawarra side swing back into action. And hello, there's movement on the benches. Andy Gregory moves towards the touchline. Hardy's gone straight through. He's got support too from Rodwell. Rodwell's going to score again. What a game this youngster's having. Brett Rodwell in to score for the Steelers. Maybe it was the sight of Gregory coming out again that stirred him into action.
Yes, well, if it's the Englishman sitting on the sideline, they've seen him coming onto the football field. Everyone must have feared for his position. There was the great try scored by Rodwell. Really, he's had a fine game tonight. Little that he's done wrong. There was the bust up the middle by Hardy. Just some parlous defence. Rodwell, more parlous defence here. Just an effort to sort of push him. There was no real dive, no authority about the tackle. Nothing that would give anyone in the Cronulla camp confidence about stopping the opposition. I really don't know how the score is going to be completed tonight. It could be up in the 30s.
Well, he's only 18 years of age, still a student, and was a Western Suburb junior prior to this season.
He's an extraordinarily good prospect. I really am full of amazement. I've never even heard of this bloke.
Well, I just hope that the Steelers can hang on to these good, promising youngsters. I know Wests over the years have had their talented players drained, haven't they? Wishart, 3 from 4 tonight, and he's about 4 metres in from touch. He's pushed this out to the left, so there'll be no conversion. But gee, what a scoreline this is. It's Illawarra over Cronulla, 26-0.
Well, that change has been made.
Yes, there has been a replacement, Graeme. Trevor Kessel came from the field, and the English halfback has gone onto the field at the moment that everyone's been waiting for, of course, Andy Gregory, wearing number 15.
Gregory on the field. Peter Sterling, I remember back to 1986, the Kangaroo Tour. Gregory was recalled to the Great Britain lineup to put some character into the team. He doesn't have to do that tonight.
No, well, he's got plenty of character, but they've certainly sweethearted him here. He's come on with a huge lead, 26 points. So, you know, he's just got to fit in now and make sure he learns the plays, and he'll just continue this role, I'd imagine.
Peter, he's a great ball player.
He is a good ball player. He's a better player now because he's not as selfish as he was probably 5 or 6 years ago. More a team player, and he can open up a few holes for people.
Well, there's been plenty out there so far. Tony Smith driving it deep over the head of Docking. Got to bring it all the way back. Steps Russell. Goes under Walsh. Been wrapped up by Keane. Davies. Russell. That's Coleman, I should say. Johnny Crouch, are you keeping an eye on that footy tap? Well, I've lost Johnny. It's gone over $2,000 if you've got a ticket alive. As I said before, Fitzgibbon hoping for a miracle. As away goes Porter, one of the few clean breaks. Bishop's chasing him in support. He doesn't get it away, but he stands. Russell has it. 11 metres out on the last tackle for the Sharks. As they finally find some space, Bishop, too hard to pass, really bulleted at David Burns. So the Steelers, they come up with it and they keep their line intact. Moon. Now Moon finds some space. He can't beat Docking. This is where they've been good all night. Quick play of the balls. Gregory gets his first touch in Australia for the Steelers. He puts a man through at the first touch. Has he laid on a try? It looks like he has. All Hardy has to do is take Eddinghausen to the corner. Wishart says thank you. And Andy Gregory, he's arrived in Australia. You better believe it.
Yes, first time he touched the ball, he's put somebody through a gap. Mind you, they were ready for plucking there, where Cronulla, they'd been spread across the field, really spread. Now here he goes, just watch him now, neatly get the pass away there to Smith, the fullback who chimed in beautifully. Then back to Hardy. Hardy on the open side's had a blinder tonight. They've all played blinders. Absolutely amazing. It looked as though he was going to go on with it himself, Hardy, then, but thinking better of it, and a team point of view, he gave it back to Wishart. Now Gregory again popped the pass. There comes Smith, the fullback, through, just dispossessed himself with a tackle, got it into Hardy. Hardy looked as though he was going to go on his own here at this point. He threw a little dummy, and then he decided he'd give it back to Wishart, and Wishart goes in for the try. So that would have been, and Hardy could have scored, it would have been his third try for the night.
Wishart 3 from 5 to convert his own try. Well, he stirred them up with his first touch. A great character. He nods. Somebody obviously said, well done. Thanks very much. Still trying to learn all the names, I guess. Just a coat of paint in it. Unbelievable. 30 points to 0 to the Steelers.
Now Bolt makes it to the quarter line. The Cronulla change has been made, Bill.
Yes, Ken Ebb has gone on in 22. It wouldn't be much fun for him, would it? But he's replaced Michael Porter.
Yes, thanks, Coach.
Okay, now the Steelers with Moon getting it to the halfway mark before he was able to link up. It's come back to Skiffaletti, who's gone straight through again, continuing that good run from Moon. They're able to throw the football anywhere, and they seem to have players there to pick it up. Now Walsh found himself with it. He didn't want to run, so he's going to kick. And he's found touch.
About 6 feet in front of where he was on the field. Well, there's a great big laugh from him. He was absolutely exhausted, I expect, but that was an astonishing bit of football.
So this scrum is down about 30 metres out from the Cronulla line. Russell will work it, and they've won it against the feed. Oh dear, Cronulla just cannot do a thing right. Russell's going to score underneath the post. I can't believe this. Oh, Ian Russell. What a game he's had too.
Yes, this is well, I don't know what to say. I mean, they're first-grade players. Here's Russell. Just watch the magic he works here. He's got Hampson on the outside of him, throws the dummy, and just steps inside Goodlett and goes and scores a try. Now, I've mentioned the young lad's name, Grant Goodlett. He made no attempt, literally no attempt at a tackle there. I don't really know what the reason was. Bishop was another one that followed him, took the dummy, hook, line and sinker. There was the tackle that wasn't. And Russell goes in and scores the simplest of tries. He's had a very, very good day. I mean, working out the awards tonight is an absolute horror. Thank God I don't have to do it on my own tonight. I've just given my 3 that I'm sure will be fairly representative of any 3 that are put on the list.
So no mistake with the conversion, as you would expect, and now the score is 36-0. Illawarra have blanked Cronulla.
We'll say goodbye to the Sharks in 1989. Gregory feeds the scrum. They have a nod to Hampson to bring him in. He does just that. Russell. Gregory again. Plenty of runners, as you would expect, in this Steelers side. One long queue, trying to put their name down as a try scorer. And ball brought back by Hansen. Shows it wrapped up, and once again the lucky dressing room in the Panasonic Cup has something to say about it. It's been that way all season long in the Panasonic Cup. Bolt. They're not finished with yet, the Steelers. Back for Gregory. Well, taken by Davies. They still have to come up with some work yet, the Sharks too. Oh, they've lost it. They've given the Steelers yet another opportunity. Hughes 8 metres out now as they want another. They're looking at a 40-0 scoreline. Gregory, long pass out. Russell, Rodwell, nowhere to go for him on this occasion. Russell stepping through again, round the back. Brilliant! Magic pass to Rodwell. He might be a student and 18 years of age, but hasn't he handed out a lesson tonight?
Rodwell, I was about to make a little statement about him. He's one of the finest 18-year-old footballers that I've seen, prospects. He's got everything. He's got pace and size. He's going to get a lot bigger. He's good. Russell's the man that puts him through the gap here and sets him in for a try. Note it's a low pass and he takes it beautifully. There was never any suggestion that he might drop it. The pass necessarily came to him because Russell was harassed and had to get the ball away. It came to him low, about knee-high. He stooped down for it. He's done everything he's done tonight, this young lad. He's done very, very well. And I'd like to commend him for his game. I think he's played a sterling game of rugby league tonight. He's come up with 3 tries, and he's also got my vote on the Man of the Match awards, and yours too, Ian, isn't it? All right, well, that's great. He's certainly a very, very good young prospect. I just wish he lived on the peninsula.
Yeah, down south, wrong way. Wishart 4 from 7. We'll soon find out if the Sydney press writers are going to agree about the performance of Rodwell. That is what a beaten team looks like. Wishart around the corner, no goal. But have a look at a scoreline and frame it if you're an Illawarra Steelers fan. 40 points to 0. There has been some magnificent football in it. It has been great to watch. Doesn't that read well? Good luck to Ronnie Hilditch and the Steelers.
The amazing thing about this game, Graeme, is that the match was 24 minutes old before there was a point scored.
Yeah, well, of course, then it was 16-0 after about the next 4 minutes or something, wasn't it?
Well, we're inside the last 60 seconds. Johnny Croucher is feverishly working overtime on the footy tab computer. It's about to blow up, I think. Walsh, he'll be with us after the break. For those of you, maybe with a ticket alive, maybe just one. There's a pool of $38,000 waiting for somebody. Gregory. Tony Smith. Maybe there is one more left in this match. No, says Docking. Thrown to the ground by Wishart. Davies. Cronulla players wishing and praying for the siren. 10 seconds. That's all there's left in the game. For one of the most sensational performances in Panasonic Cup history, it has been performed by the Illawarra Steelers. They just happen to wear red and white. Red and white is the colours of Wigan, and that man, Andy Gregory, they've flown all the way from England. Ronnie Hilditch showing no real emotion, but a touch of Wigan comes to Wollongong, and the paupers of the Winfield Cup a chance in all the riches of the Panasonic Cup of 1989. 40-0. Rex Mossop's going to need half an hour to tell you the try scorers.
Can you believe that result? 40-0, the Illawarra Steelers over Cronulla. Illawarra now move into a semi-final against North Sydney in 2 weeks' time.